'Cause I really love to.
Welcome back to another episode of the GC Informer. I was looking at my new microphone. I am Snowy, otherwise known as Count Fracula, and today we've got an incredibly slow news day. Huzzah! Some news for tomorrow, though. We have a new newscaster coming. Hooray! And who will it be? Who will it be? I'm not telling you. You'll find out. We will start with a little piece on Sonic Mania, which I covered in my last news video. And Sonic Mania has been released and is getting very positive reviews, which means they've made a good Sonic game! Finally! Yes! Yes! A good Sonic game! After so many years, they've finally done. Anyway, so yeah, it's come out to very good reviews, which is a positive thing. And I just wanted to bring this up in particular, mostly because I'm very happy that it apparently feels like the best bits of the first three games with a little bit of extra, and it's really good apparently. And I'm really excited for it, but I pre-ordered the PC version and that's still delayed. However, if you pre-ordered the PC version and you do not already own Sonic the Hedgehog #1, I do. But anyway, you get that game for free, or you can claim it. I don't know how it works, but that's what Sega have said. You can claim a copy of the original Sonic the Hedgehog on PC for free, which is very, very good of them. Don't know how you go about claiming this. Just didn't bother looking it up because I don't need to, because I already have the original Sonic on PC. Look it up yourselves. But good. This is a very good positive move. Good PR. Well done, Sega. And I'm just bringing this up because I really wanted to talk about Sonic, because it's good. Yes, it's good. As some people may know, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are coming out later on this year. And to sort of go with that, it was announced a few weeks ago that a new form of a Pokemon called Lycanroc will be in the game. Lycanroc is a Pokemon that had in Pokemon Sun and Moon a midday and midnight form available, like each one was available in a particular version of the game. And they had different stats, different movesets. It was very sort of cool, and I like how they did it. And in this new form it's called the Dusk form. Now we assumed that this Dusk form would just be sort of available in game and you could just go out and catch it. However, that has apparently not been the case. And new details have emerged, and they're a little bit annoying. Some of you might remember when Pokemon Sun and Moon launched, there was an event to give away a Munchlax holding the particular Snorlax Z crystals. Snorlaxium it was called, which is a stupid name, but we'll forget about that for a minute. They are doing the same with this Pokemon, like a proper form of a Pokemon that some completionists will feel the absolute dying need to get hold of, is now doing that, being given away as an event, but the event is only running for 2 months after the game has launched. It is launching in November, and you will not be able to get it by the end of January in 2018. This is a ridiculous move, because Snorlax and Munchlax are very easily acquired in-game, and it's like just an item that you can. That was the exclusive bit, was the item, and I'm still not a fan of it, but it's fine. However, this is a complete form of a Pokemon that outside of this event you will not be able to get through the core gameplay loop, and it's not like an event legendary, nothing specific like that. And all this is doing is punishing people who don't buy the game early. This is a ridiculous idea. It's a sort of extension of the whole pre-order culture, and I'm not a fan of it. And I don't like pre-orders anyway, even though I occasionally do it myself, unfortunately. But yeah, not great. That's not a fan of that at all. It's a bit shit, really. Speaking of shit, Snapchat. And you might be wondering why I'm bringing this up in a video game show. And the reason is because you can now be a Pikachu in Snapchat. Of course. The only logical step. There is now a filter on Snapchat where you can be a Pikachu. You know what the Snapchat filters are. You put the filter on and it puts a funny thing over your face using the facial recognition. It's all moderately clever. And now you can have a Pikachu with the eyes, not the eyes, the ears. Those are ears that I was trying to do. and the cheeks and whatever else, and little probably staticky things that they'll put on as effects. And I don't see the point. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't get why this is a thing. It's just... It's odd PR from Nintendo, because this is what this is a PR move, but is there a big cross-section of people who use Snapchat and play Pokemon? I wouldn't have thought that there were. I wouldn't have even thought there was a big market of people on Snapchat who might have wanted to come and play Pokemon. So I don't get where this move's coming from. And because it's Snapchat, it mildly annoys me. So, great. Well done, Nintendo. The final bit of news I'm going to talk about this week is about a very old game called Okami. This was a game released on the PlayStation 2, I think in 2001, 2002, and since got a release on the Wii and PS3, and a little bit of that gets talked about in our latest newscast, which you can watch on our channel now. I'll just putting that out there. You can go and watch that. Quite fun. It now seems, though, that a proper full-on remaster, as opposed to a port, is coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I personally am quite a fan of this idea. That's quite good. It's like bringing older games into the forefront of popular culture again, so people can see these and they'll go and experience them. Because a lot of people, they're not very good at looking back and going through gaming history and going, ah yes, I'll go and buy a PS2 and play those games. A lot of people don't want to do that, which is annoying because there's a lot of good games on a lot of older systems that people just refuse to play because they're on older systems. This does tie in with a recent statement from Capcom saying that they are sort of planning on doing a lot of this kind of stuff as part of their business model going forward, meaning a lot more remasters of their older games might be coming, and I personally wouldn't mind that, because as much as Capcom have a bit of a spotty track record, let's say that, a spotty track record within the gaming industry, they have produced some relatively decent games. And, things like the Resident Evil remaster of last year, the year before, show that this kind of thing is definitely welcomed within the community, so we can only hope that this goes well for them. So that's it from this week's episode. This week? Today. Yeah, no more news for the rest of the week for you. I've cancelled everyone else's. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the GC Informer. If you did, please give us a like, subscribe, share, whatever you fancy, and our social links are down in the description, along with a link to our Discord, where you can join in with our fun community and all sorts of other lovely stuff that's going along in there. It's a lovely little community with a lot of banter. So, yeah, go and join that. Also, if you like me, I have a YouTube channel, which I will link to in an end card. And that's it from news for me this week, I'm afraid, because I have some computer upgrades to be doing in the next couple of days, so I will be basically out of action. But you lucky people get to put up with a new newscaster tomorrow, and this is a trial by fire because I have the power to sack her if I want to. I mean, I'm not going to, but, I want to express my power!